Communication is such a big deal in every aspect of life, but especially when it comes to relationships. A professor of mine said in college that without communication, there is no relationship. And this is so true. So today I'm going to be sharing with you a few tips to help you communicate better with your spouse or significant other. Hey guys, and welcome back to Victory with Sheldon and Leah, where we want you to have all-around success in business, finances, relationships, and have good health. It's just me here today. Sheldon was not able to join us this week. Things just didn't work out, but I am super excited to be talking with you guys today about communication and how to communicate better with your spouse or significant other. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss out on some amazing content that can help you personally. Be sure to hit the bell notification so you are actually notified when our videos come out. And go ahead and like this video if you find value in it. So anyways, jumping right into it today, I want to talk to you guys about communicating better with your spouse or significant other. A lot of my ideas are going to be coming from this book here, Crucial Conversations. This was a fantastic read. I highly recommend it, as I do any book that we bring up here. So the first point I want to talk to you guys about today is saying what you mean to say, not talking in code. I think that this is definitely a big hot spot for us ladies. I don't know why, but we just expect men to understand what we're thinking, even though we say something that's completely opposite of what we're actually meaning. An example of this is, say you're having a rough day, it's clearly showing. Your spouse comes up to you or significant other and they say, "Honey, are you okay?" And you say, "Yeah, I'm fine." And they say, "Okay, I'm glad to hear that." And they walk away. And as they walk away, you are just, they didn't ask me, am I really okay? They didn't ask me more questions, but the thing is, you said that you were okay, and that's what they heard. Another example of this is, say that Christmas is coming around, and your spouse asks you, "Honey, what would you like for Christmas?" And you say, "Oh, I'm okay, I don't need anything." What you really mean is, "Go ahead and surprise me, honey. I love surprises." But what he heard is, "I'm content. I don't need anything. Go ahead and save money." And so Christmas comes along, he doesn't get you a gift. You're hurt, you're upset, and he doesn't get what happened. But the thing is, you didn't say what you meant to say. He got what you said, but you didn't communicate effectively what you wanted. So with that, start saying what you mean to say. It's not fair to have someone try to read your mind. If your husband or your spouse did that to you, can you read their mind? It's the same thing. I don't know why we as women, I mean, of course this isn't the same for all women, but generally we talk in code and we need to stop that because it's just not fair to our significant others. So whichever spouse, this applies to both spouses, don't talk in code. Say what you mean to say and it will clear up so much and you will feel so much better because you are actually effectively communicating your needs and your wants with your spouse. The second point to communicating more effectively with your spouse that I want to go over is kind of figuring out what the goal of what you're about to say is. Instead of just throwing something out there, you want what you say to actually have meaning and you want to accomplish something. So this can be really helpful when it comes to avoiding arguments, because if you just go in there and start spouting off things to your spouse, they're just gonna see that as all this complaining and they're not going to see what you're actually trying to accomplish. So an example of this could be, maybe your spouse comes home late every day. And so you could just go up to them and say, "You're always late. Why are you always late?" And your spouse just feels offended. I mean, that accomplished absolutely nothing. So let's think about this. Why are you upset that your spouse is coming home late? Maybe it's because you're trying to make a hot dinner for them when they get home because they've been working all day and they deserve a hot dinner. That's how you feel. But when they come home late, it's always cold. You never know when to expect them. And it's just frustrating because you're trying to do this good thing, but it's just not working out. So you need to communicate that instead of complaining about your spouse coming home late. So an example of this: honey, I love you. I really want to make a hot dinner for you when you come home, but I never know when to expect you. And everything's always cold, and it makes me feel like a failure. That is a lot more effective than just complaining to them about being late. They feel valued. They see why you want to know when they're coming home, and you can come up with a plan at this point. So before you start a conversation, before you try to address something, think, what is your goal of all this? Do you have the solution, or do you need to work together to find the solution? Think about what your goal is and do your best to say it in a non-offensive way. Because if you just offend them, if you just start yelling about things, and that just turns into an argument and it's not productive. Well, I know this was kind of a short video today. I hope that you found these tips helpful and that you can start applying them to your relationship or marriage. They have both been super helpful for me when it comes to communication. These 2 points may seem a little awkward or hard to remember at first, but I promise you they are going to clear up so much confusion, and they're going to help you communicate better with your spouse. Thank you guys for watching today. Again, if you found value in this video, please give it a thumbs up. That really helps us out. And subscribe to our channel. We want to keep delivering you guys great content. And go ahead and comment below what your thoughts are on communicating, maybe where you struggle, or what you'd like to learn more about when it comes to communication. We'd love to help you guys. Of course, we're not perfect, but we are growing. We are learning as much as we can, and we are reading tons of books, which you should start reading too. Leaders are readers, and reading a good book can only help you. So anyways, that's enough for today. Love you guys, and I'll see you in our next video.